Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back here to another weather update, my friends. Glad to have y'all here this afternoon. Hope everyone is doing good up there. Let's go ahead and see who we got ourselves in the stream here so far. We got ourselves Mark, we have Ryan, we have TRG, we got ourselves, let's see here, Debbie, we have Mark, let's see, we have Mary, we have Keto, we have Tashamed, we have Intense Fury, we have Pat Evans. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Glad to have y'all here for another weather update. So, we got some updates, my friends, regarding tropical activity, also for the big systems that's going to be working its way to the country. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it, guys, because, yeah, we got a few things we got to talk about here today. If you guys are wondering, I am going to do another live stream at 8:30, like usual. I just want to come and, you know, do a kind of a late afternoon update here regarding everything, and then once the new round of updates comes through, we'll do more of an update at 8:30 or so. So this is part one of part two of a live stream today. So that's what I am looking at. But anyways, let's see here. Electro Bros, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Jay, we have Christopher. I got Dawn. What's up, guys? So anyway, so the last update here from the Hurricane Center came out at 1 p.m., which was about 2 hours ago. And they have bumped up the overall probability here regarding tropical development now to a 70%. 70%. So we got a pretty solid chance out there, for tropical development. Now, obviously, we were expecting the probability to be quite high of the system, generally kicking off overall, but a 70% chance, that's actually a pretty solid amount here. So that's over the next 7 days, which obviously is the next week. So 70% chance probability of this thing turning into a tropical depression or a tropical storm is expected. Now, we are still at a 0% chance of formation over the next 48 hours because, it's going to take a little bit before that activity starts to kick off. The models were kind of showing right around the 16th, 17th is whenever things really start to kind of, get its act together overall. So probability over the next 48 hours is not expected overall. Let's see here. What's up, Ryan? Hope you're doing good. Linda saying hello. What's up, Linda? Hope you're doing all right. But anyways, yes, that's the tropical probability here regarding the National Hurricane Center. We're going to hop our way over here to the models, take a look here at the latest and greatest from the models. If you guys do want to follow along in time, it's just above my head here. This is in Eastern time, by the way, so this is local time to the tropical cyclone here. But the GFS model has that thing kicking off here for basically the evening of the 16th into the early 17th, as you can see, popping off here, driving a lot of rain across Central America, or I should really say Southwestern Caribbean Sea, because it's not really in America. But anyways, so we work our way down here in time. We are actually seeing ourselves that system rolling between, just off the east coast of Jamaica from the GFS model, working its way out there towards eastern Cuba, into portions out there towards, obviously towards the Dominican Republic, southern portions of Bahamas, and then the system tracked its way out to sea here, working its way up to the northeast. So the GFS is still pretty solid. Also, Also, so that system that we have right now that's popping off across the south, like I said, driving a lot of rain for you guys down there right now. This guy right here that's popping off, later on down in time, the models have this thing, as you've seen there on the GFS, as you're about to see again, according to like the GFS and all that fun stuff. Whenever it comes to it, we have the system popping off here. I'm going to have to restart this program here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and restart this. And we're going to, so I can actually draw on my screen here. Give it 1 second, if it'll ever load. But anyways, yeah, regardless though, that system is going to be working its way up there, possibly out there to the east. It's going to be rubbing up against the entire Gulf Coast for the most part, rubbing up against the, coastal, the U.S. East Coast overall, and then working its way out there to the sea. So we could see, that system going subtropical, meaning it's not a tropical system this guy that's this guy that's popping off right here. Obviously down south we have ourselves, that's a part of the, I think further down south here is where that one system's going to pop off, but we're talking about this guy. This one actually has a possibility of becoming subtropical. But we're going to work our way back over to the models. So yeah, once again, we got all of that rain down there, and you can see how it hugs the coast here, and then it develops into a subtropical cyclone at the same time as we have that tropical cyclone popping off across the Caribbean Sea, the Southern Caribbean Sea. So GFS model really has those two storms popping off here for the most part, and then that's about it overall. So that is one thing to look at. The latest ECMWF, which this is the latest 12 Zulu ECMWF regarding the European model. European model goes, pretty similar actually. It's actually fairly similar. Not gonna lie. So it goes right there, just to the right of Jamaica. It goes right there, squeezing right between eastern Cuba and out there towards like Dominican Republic. It goes through the southern Bahamas here basically for the 19th, and then tracks its way out to sea. I've noticed both the ECMWF and back to the GFS model has that system also getting fairly close to Bermuda, which is interesting. That little speck right there you guys see, that is Bermuda. So that little speck right there. So the models, the American GFS and the ECMWF both support the system, like I said, going right around this track, kind of doing something a little like that. So that's kind of the potential track we could be seeing here with the system. Overall, it does not seem like it's going to be impacting the states, which is a good news. But like I said, the states has its own thing to look out for, is those two big systems we're watching. We'll get to that here in a minute as well. But yeah, that's the ECMWF and the GFS. Next up, we got the CMC model, which is another model we have popping off here. The CMC model has pretty much the same idea. I mean, it seems like the track has been nailed pretty well with the last set of model runs that came through. It seems like that the overall agreement has really kicked up there. So it looks like it's going to be tracking relatively near Jamaica, going between eastern Cuba, maybe out there towards Dominican Republic. This will also cause some impacts to the southern Bahamas, more than likely. I think the main problem with this system overall is going to be rainfall. I definitely think that is going to be, the biggest concern overall, with this system overall there. Then we have the Icon model, which is another weather model we're looking at here. Actually, yeah, this one shows it going a little more to the west, kind of on the west side of Jamaica, and then cutting through eastern Cuba, going over the central Bahamas, and then pulling up here just to the west of Bermuda there. So there's obviously a little bit of differences with that in particular model here overall. So anyways, let's see here. What's up? I already said hello to Linda. What's up, William? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, Christopher says, spread kindness, everyone. Absolutely. Let's see here. How is New York City doing in topic of storms? Weather told me tomorrow we're going to have a bit of winds, 60 mile an hour in the afternoon. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll focus on that here in a second overall, But anyways, yeah, so that's what we're talking about, guys, regarding the tropics. Like I said, the models have definitely seemed to have, gotten a good grip on this system here, it seems, compared to how we've been seeing this thing popping off here for the last couple of days. The models have been a little, popping off in different directions for the most part. But now it seems like they actually have a relatively decent agreement on them, which is pretty good. So once again, it seems like the track is going to be going somewhere right in here. It looks like it's going to be going right between Jamaica, eastern Cuba, potentially out there towards, like western Dominican Republic, stuff like that, which is interesting. Let's see here. TRG says the fact the European model shows it's crazy. Yeah, it is, honestly. Yeah, the European model actually is in quite agreement with the GFS, actually. And actually even a pressure getting down into the 990 millibar zone. So, this thing could very well be a tropical depression or a tropical storm. It looks like it will. So, obviously, look out there for that. Like I said, I think the main concern is going to be like rainfall and all kinds of stuff like that. Let's see here. We're going to pull up the overall accumulated precipitation. So this is in inches, by the way. It actually shows some areas out there towards Jamaica getting, on the western side, potentially up to like maybe 2 inches in some region. But the eastern side in that kind of yellowish color, that's the region where we could see up to a foot of rainfall. Yes, up to a foot of rainfall according to the GFS. Which is across this, mostly this little area here. So that's something to look out there for. That would be very, very impactful. ECMWF showing the same thing. A couple areas out there, possibly towards near eastern Jamaica, maybe getting up some localized areas to a foot of rainfall. Could be a problem out there. Overall, let's see here, CMC model. Wow, CMC model really shows a lot of that heavy precipitation out there towards eastern Cuba, possibly up to a foot. So, some areas, we're talking a good amount of precipitation out there. We're definitely talking a pretty decent, amount of precipitation overall with that occurring here. So look out there for that, my friends. Obviously, yeah, a bit of flooding, I think, is going to be one of the main problems with this system. It definitely can get pretty windy out there. It looks like it will get a little windy overall. Plus, like I said, with that subtropical system, that potential we have out there towards the mid-Atlantic there, could stir up a little bit of, maybe a little bit of coastal flooding. We'll have to see how that plays out as well. That's actually, this system right here is the current one that's actually popping off right now. Like I said, this is what's going on across the southeast right now. We got a lot of rain that's been observed across, portions out there towards Texas. And we're getting a lot of that precipitation now rolling through areas like, Louisiana into Mississippi, Alabama. And this system overall is going to be working its way here to the east. Working its way out there to the east here, eventually driving some more rain out there towards, once again, Alabama, Mississippi, and then going through Florida, and then kind of kicking up the coast here, possibly as a subtropical cyclone, then rolling out to sea here. So that's something that we need to look out there for overall. Let's see here. When it comes to, we're going to do full disk here. So yeah, there is actually that system right there. That's the current one we're watching here. See all that thunderstorm activity over Central America? That is the tropical system that we're watching here. That is the one we need to be paying attention to really closely, as it does have the possibility of producing some, tropical characteristics down in time. So there's actually the overall, the overall development region. This is basically where we are seeing where the system will likely go tropical, in terms of tropical depression or tropical storm. It definitely, this will be the region where it happens overall. So, like I said, we got to keep an eye on both of these guys. Both of, this storm out there towards the Gulf that's popping off right here. And so that is, that is what we're seeing here. Let's see here. So yeah, we have obviously we have that one system that pops up, the subtropical, and then we have the tropical system. So we got two storm systems rolling out to the east here. So we got to look out there for that overall. Let's see here. What's up, Kid Storm Coverage? Hope we're doing good. Let's see. TRG says, what have I seen the GFS 12Z model? Let's see. 126 hours out northeast shows like 2 hurricanes. What? I'm on the 12 Zulu run right now. You said for the northeast? Oh, wow. Wow. Is that subtropical system? The one we're talking about right now? Hold on. Let me actually... Oh, don't want to grab this sounding. I actually want to grab this view. Wow. Whoa. Wait a minute. Holy cow. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Let's see. Does the European model support that? Oh man, it does. Shoot. So wow. So that system's actually riding a bit more to the coast than I anticipated here. I thought that was going to go more out to sea. No, I didn't even notice that. You're right. CMC doesn't support it though. Icon does. Wow. Okay. That right there. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll have to watch out for that. That could be pretty crazy. Let's see here. How accurate will that be? Well, it seems like the models are actually kind of talking about it. Yeah, European model, the GFS, both Euro and ECMWF talking about it. Obviously, that's that tropical system here. Let's do the full North Atlantic view. How about that? Wow. Yeah, that's really interesting, actually. Yeah, that could cause some problems for the coast. You know, we're talking a central low of like 977. That is like very, very low pressure. Let's see here. Yeah, and anything past that, I mean, that's the crazy thing is that this is not even far out either. This is for the 18th, which is like what, like pretty much 4.5 days away. Which that's not too far regarding models. You know, that's. Let's see here. Wow. Okay, it's been pretty consistent in the GFS too, if you've seen that. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to watch out for the Northeast now, guys. Yeah, if you live out there in the Northeast, this system could possibly have some impacts. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe if this did occur, it could have some. It could definitely throw some problems out there towards like Nova Scotia. There, you know, out there towards the coast. They've been this hurricane season. They've dealt with a lot of problems with cyclones out there, which yeah, that's not good. Let's see. What about precipitation and all that? Wow. Look at that. TRG, it even shows a bit of snow on it, too, on that far western side. It looks like the temperatures could get low enough to possibly spark off a bit of winter weather. That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're going to watch out for that, guys. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. And, of course, and after that we have, let's see here. Oh, wow. So that first trough that we were watching, guys, let's see, we're going to full-on North America this view here. So that first trough we were talking about, yeah, it sparks off across the north here for like the 16th into the 17th here. That digs more into Canada than we first thought, and that's actually going to drag up this system that's out here. That's what's going on. That's what's happening here. That is 100% what's happening. So what it seems like it's happening, guys, so that one low-pressure system that we were showing you guys, that first storm system that was impacting the north, that system was actually expected to remain quite shallow up to the northeast, but it looks like that system's going to start pulling heavier more to the north. And overall, it looks like that, you know, we have that storm out there right now towards the south. That's going to be riding up the cold front. Riding along the cold front there. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's something we definitely need to watch out for, y'all. I mean, look at that. That thing gets pretty daggone close to the coast there. I mean, that for sure would have some impacts overall. And then, of course, with that second little trough there, let's see here. The second system, it looks like it really possibly could drive some cold air down the country. That's still like pretty much a for sure thing is the temperatures. Oh yeah, getting super cold. I mean, look at that cold front. I mean, really just you know, diving in a bunch. Here you go, right there. There's that cold front. Yeah, really just diving in a bunch of cold air there for the country. Okay, so yeah, we really got to watch out for those two. Overall. Wow. Let's see here. So when it comes to the SPC regarding any severe weather, we don't have any concerns for severe weather, which is good. But like I said, guys, if you're just now tuning in here, they did upgrade the possibility of that tropical system out there in the Caribbean. So that's something we need to look out for sure. So we'll have to watch out. But anyways, let's go ahead and guys, we're gonna hop over here real quickly. We're gonna change subjects here for just a moment. I'm going to leave you guys to this view for 1 second. I'm going to pull up the overall rainfall accumulations out of the system because, like I said, we are going to be expecting a good amount of rainfall overall here with the system. So let me go ahead and bring up the National Weather Service model here, you know, across portions here of the southeast. You know, for basically rainfall accumulations over the next 66 hours. So here's over the next 66 hours. We're going to go and hop y'all back over here. So Yeah, we're definitely talking. We're definitely talking about you know, a really good amount of rainfall out there towards the country. You know, for the southeast out there. Y'all see this? I mean, we're definitely talking like over 3 inches in some areas. You know, like I said, we're talking like over 3 inches out there towards, you know, like coastal, you know, or I should say, you know, western panhandle of Florida. Even a lot of eastern Florida, you know, could see a lot of rainfall to come with this upcoming system here. They're talking about multiple 15% uncertainty, right? Yeah, there is a lot of uncertainty, TRG, regarding that. I definitely see why they're holding off on it, but like I said, you guys, the weather is about to turn pretty sour. It looks like it's definitely starting to turn pretty sour. There is actually that trough right now, guys, that you can see right there. That's that low pressure system. So you see how it's spinning counterclockwise. So that's the trough. That's the one that's becoming detached from the main jet stream right now. So that's going to be our secondary system that's going to pop its way into country here later on this week. Or hold on, is it the 20th this week or next week? The 20th. Okay, no, it's next Monday. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be something interesting. Let's see here. What's up, Brandy? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and hop over here, guys. We're gonna change this back to the main page real quickly. I want to look at the models regarding severe weather. Let's look at the GFS, because I think that, you know, out of the systems here, I would not be surprised if we get some type of good severe weather event out of this here. So we work our way down into, oh, don't want to grab another sounding here. Let's see. See, there's the thing, though. It really doesn't show enough instability in the atmosphere. Yeah, it really doesn't show enough energy in the atmosphere. Let's see. We work our way down further in time here. The only thing that I see that possibly could be, you know, what we are seeing here, the only thing that I see could be, you know, possibly severe warranted is on the 20th. And that might be across like Texas, because we have a decent wind shear there, and there's enough instability to possibly fire off some storms here. Let's see here. So we'll have to look out there for that. Yeah, it could be some low top thunderstorms. The photograph is curving there though, but it's, you know, relatively weak winds at the surface. But I do think that, yeah, that could probably fire off some storms out there. So Texas, Central Texas, maybe. Keep an eye on this out there for the 20th. There could be a little bit of thunderstorm, maybe some severe weather possibilities. David, this would not impact you. Yeah, you know, like I said, I mentioned earlier that you're fine because, you know, you can see how that instability does not even go near there. So you're fine. Weather Watcher says hello. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well with you. But yeah, that's pretty concerning. Let's talk about winter weather now. Let's see. What is the... Okay, we're gonna hop over here then for winter weather. I do want to check both the models, both the GFS and the ECMWF, what they're gonna say here. Let's see here. Precipitation type. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the GFS overall. So yeah, obviously we have that pretty nasty storm system down south that's just giving us a bunch of rain. Yeah, look at that. Look at that cyclone right there. That's the one we got to watch out for the northeast. Riding up right up the east coast too. Let's see here. So in the immediate range, yeah, there's that stalling trough that's out there on the East Pacific. But when it comes to it, regarding winter weather, honestly, the GFS doesn't show really any significant winter weather out there, except for that, you know, that cyclone that possibly could drive a bunch of snow for the northeast. That one that's going to be cutting real close for basically the 18th overall. But let's see how the European talks about that. So Euro kind of agrees on that too, though, overall. There is a little bit of winter weather that does happen across the northwest out there towards like Montana. I've noticed both the models talk about that. Obviously still that rain out there towards the southeast. look at that. So that secondary system, the one that's going to happen for like the 20th, guys. Yeah, the European model shows a lot of winter weather on that. So there's still obviously there is still obviously a lot of uncertainty between the GFS and the ECMWF. Yeah, like the European model really shows a bunch of snow out there towards like the northern plains, out there towards the western side of the Dakotas, and like out there towards like Nebraska and all. Let's see. Will the second wave hit Wichita Falls, says Ryan. So the one for the 20th, that central low is going to get pretty close, it looks like, to the GFS out there. I bet you there's going to be some really nasty winds on that. If that did occur, I guarantee you there's going to be some pretty gnarly wind gusts out of it. Let's go and look at that, actually. Wind gusts. This is in knots, by the way. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that really... So this is for the 16th. That's out of the first storm. Look at that. So it gets really windy, it looks like. I mean, this is in knots, which is lower than miles an hour. So obviously, if you see a number like most of these areas are like in the 30s and 40s knots, which that's like under miles an hour, by the way. That's like probably the 40 areas near 50, near 45, 50 miles an hour wind gusts. Yeah, that could be pretty gnarly. Let's see about what that other system. Yeah, those wind gusts could really, really get, kicking up there. I'd even say towards Nova Scotia. Look at that, up to in the 60s. That could be a problem. And then, of course, it really seems that first system there. Let's just try the GFS here. Yeah, the GFS also showing, for that first system rolling through, you can see how it does get like in the 30s and 40s overall. Let's see here. Is Minnesota going to get in that storm? So Minnesota, obviously, as we're looking right now, you're probably going to get pretty windy for the 16th. So look out there for that. It's definitely going to get pretty windy. Probably over 40-mile-an-hour winds. Seems to be a good possibility. Let's see here. So when it comes to like the precipitation and stuff like that we were talking about, it seems more of like a wind event for you. As you can see there, right around the 16th. I mean, we get a bit of snow out there towards like North Dakota and possibly like towards like Montana, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen for you. The first system out there is probably going to be like a big windy event, essentially. It's what it seems to be. Let's see here. I'm just now starting to notice here for the 20th, we get a bunch of storms popping rain popping off out there towards like Texas and all. That would be, so that's actually a result of that trough, which is that current storm that we were watching out there a minute ago. Let's see here, back on the satellite, so you can see right there, that guy that's popping off here, right in there. So that is something that that's the system that's going to happen for the 20th. Popping in the country, because what's going to happen with that system is it's basically just going to be sitting there for a little bit. I mean, right now it's just kind of swirling out there, and it's just going to be sitting in that same area for like 3 or 4 days, and then obviously it's going to be rolling in and then redevelop out there, possibly driving a cold front, with maybe some severe weather. We'll have to see. Like I said, some of the models did actually show maybe a little bit of storm activity out in those regions, which definitely could be a possibility. Let's see here. Thanksgiving's the 23rd, Jonathan, I'm pretty sure. So any severe weather then. So obviously that's 10 days from now. Thanksgiving is 10 days away from now, which, I don't like going out that far, even if there's a little bit of agreement there, because, obviously the models definitely do kind of, go a little crazy that far out. I mean, even for like the 20th and all we were looking at, it seems like there is a little bit of disagreement there regarding the modes and stuff like that, but no, we'll wait a little bit. I'll do a video more than likely on the on the Thanksgiving forecast for you guys. We'll work on a video for y'all. But also I will mention though, like I said, we're going to be getting some pretty cold. Wow. Pretty cold temperatures down in time here. So like I said, we have that first big blast. You can actually see that cold front right there. That's out of that first system here for the 16th, and that's going to really cool some things down. Right across, a lot of the south. I mean, look at that. So for this hour here, you can actually see how the southeast, this is for the 19th at like 7 a.m. I mean, we're getting down in like the really, pretty chilly conditions out there across the south. I mean, we're talking like lower 40s. That's that's pretty cold for this time of the year. Let's see here. CMC model showed an intense severe weather event 20th to 22nd. Same storm being multiple weather models, slightly different. Weather Watcher, I actually looked at that before I did the stream earlier today. And I did see that exact same thing that you're talking about. CMC model goes pretty nuts. Yeah, right there. Boom. Perfect. Look at that. So right there across the southeast, we're going to zoom back in the southeast. It really shows a nasty squall line there for the 21st. Yeah, if that played, that would be pretty nasty. That's out of that secondary storm. That's actually out of the trough. That's this guy right there. Here, let me go to full screen now. Yeah, that's actually this guy right here. So as the storm basically, just comes down, sits there, it's gonna roll across the east. Do like that. So we'll have to. Yeah, we'll need to keep an eye out there for that. Let's see. Has this been pretty consistent? That's one thing I didn't check. Let's see here. Previous model before that. Yeah, so it really hasn't been terribly too consistent. I mean, you can see from the model run for the 11th. This was at around 8 a.m. for the 11th. Or wait, 12 Zulu. That's different. It's not 8 a.m. anymore. What was that? 9 a.m., I think? This whole time change got me messed up on my Zulu. But anyways. But yeah, no, definitely. It's not very consistent there. So there's obviously not enough support, I can tell you on that one. Let's see here. What about Icon? Yeah, Icon shows that system rolling down there. It could even be more rain for the southeast, which, like I said, I mean, guys, they are really needing the rain down there. Let me go ahead and show you guys this real quickly. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. So down south right now, let's see here. So there's the drought monitor right now. We're gonna go and turn off the radar and or actually I'll turn off just the satellite, but we'll turn down the alpha here on the. Let's see here. Okay, we'll do that, and we'll get rid of the. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you can see how like Louisiana's in that red color. That's where we have like an extreme drought. So obviously all this rain that's falling there, it's pretty good. So all across the the yellow, it's kind of abnormally dry essentially across the yellow. The tan color, that's kind of a mild, kind of low drought. The orange is kind of like a medium drought, and the reds are like heavy droughts. So you can obviously see like Louisiana, Mississippi's been very, very, very dry lately. But this is good. But yeah, so not only do we have the storm system right now out there, but we have, that other storm system, that's going to be rolling through. Even like the GFS even talks about it. The European even talks about it. All the models are very consistent on that secondary system rolling through. But like I said, I mean, with that CMC model we were looking at, talking about that shot for potential severe weather out there, I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, considering how low that low pressure system is and how much moisture that there is in the Gulf. Like I said, a lot of warm air gets advected to the north, and obviously a lot of cooler air gets pulled down from the south, or sorry, pulled down from the north and uplifted from the south. So with that low pressure system now, we're going to have that cold front, that interaction zone between the two air masses, and that's where we're going to be having those storms pop off. Is a storm in Louisiana a derecho? No, not a derecho. But we'll have to watch it. This is still several days out, guys. We're still talking like for the 20th, 21st. I will tell you though, between all the models though, not necessarily much in timing, but it looks like it's pretty consistent for that second storm. So we'll have to watch. I have to cook dinner now. See you around 8 p.m. All right, see you later, Don. Let's see, Orange. See, Kansas, can't even remember last time it rained. Yeah, it's been a while since it's rained here too, but we are finally getting stuff here in Florida. It's been a little dry out here as well. Let's see here, but anyways, let's go ahead and hop our way back up to the northeast, guys. So also a problem we need to look out there for, guys, is this guy. This really nasty cyclone. So this one's actually not far at all. This is for the 18th. So we got to really watch out for the northeast here regarding rainfall. and maybe even a bit of winter weather out of it. I mean, it seems pretty possible. But, really, really solid cyclone there, according to the, not just the GFS, but also like the ECMWF here. There's the European model. We don't have the precipitation type, so that's why you're not seeing any snow there. But that is that's gonna be a potential issue for the commute of the 18th. Let's see here. Yeah, those winds out there, once they crash against the shore here, especially out there towards like Nova Scotia, that could be pretty bad regarding coastal flooding. Definitely even some rip currents too, because you see how the winds are kind of pulling away from the shoreline. That would pull that water back a bit. So that would probably cause it to be a little bit of a concern for rip currents out there. But depending on where that cyclone goes near, that could be an issue there. So for my friends out there, if y'all live across the coastal northeast here, just be advised that there is a system that we are monitoring here for the 18th, really. No, it'll be subtropical hurricane. Yeah, it'll be subtropical system. This is not a tropical system. The water's up here too cool for it to be a tropical system. So, I mean, it has very similar characteristics to a tropical cyclone, regarding the winds and the rain and stuff like that. But it's not considered a tropical cyclone. It's subtropical, meaning it's under the characteristics of a tropical storm. But anyways, that's the technical stuff. Wave height too would be a problem. This is swelling here showing, let's see. Let me actually do that. Lower dynamics, significant wave height. So look at that. So the wave height out there, wow, could be over 25 foot. Yeah, that area kind of shows it in near 30 foot out in this area, which obviously is far away from land for the most part, but that could be a real problem for like Nova Scotia. Cass says, I live in the Northeast. Will any heavy rain happen for New Jersey? So we get that cold front you can see rolling through, and it meets up. So that's the whole reason the system's rolling up northeast, is because with that first system rolling through, it's actually digging further up into Canada, which makes this more of a problem for the United States, because this right here, guys, this storm is the current storm that's happening in the south right now, is this guy. That's the storm right now. So the models are showing this storm here, like, do this. Rather than earlier models were showing it kind of do something like that. No, it's pulling a lot closer to the States here, a lot more than we realized. So that will be bringing some problems. So to my friends out in Nova Scotia, watch out for it, because it's going to have a similar impact as some of those cyclones we saw in some previous events. With the winds and the waves, they're going to be pretty heavy. So yeah, we'll have to watch out. But yeah, for New Jersey, at least from the ECMWF, not a whole lot. Same thing for the GFS. Really not a whole lot. So here's the ECMWF overall, showing a little bit of rain, obviously. Let me look at the accumulations, actually. This is within realm of somewhat getting an idea regarding the accumulation. So yeah, let's go and take a look at that. So total accumulated precipitation out of the system. Yeah, really not a lot. Some of those coastal areas maybe up to an inch out there towards, New Jersey from the European model. And the GFS actually shows less. So, no, you're probably not going to see... You honestly probably won't see too many heavy effects from it. Yeah, you probably won't see any heavy effects from it, honestly. I mean, it might get a little windy out there. That's definitely probably going to be a thing. Let's see. We're going to work our way up here to... Here, let me go and full screen this for you guys. Yeah, let's go and take a look at the northeast here, this model. And we'll pull up the wind gusts here. Okay, so when it comes to it, that first cyclone that rolls through, there she is, right there, boom. So it shows those winds over 25 knots over you. So that would be pretty windy. We're probably going to get some gusts up in over 30 miles an hour out there. Wow, dude. It shows like 75 knots on that. TRG, are you still here? Dude, this is showing 75 knots out there by western Nova Scotia regarding wind gusts. Knots, not miles an hour. That's like over hurricane force wind gusts. Let me see sustained winds, actually. I'm more curious on sustained. Let's see here. So sustained winds, it looks like it's going to be right around like 45-ish knots, which that's about like, what, 50 or so? Yeah, it's GFS. So right around 50, so like right around 50 sustained. So we're talking like mid-tropical storm force winds with that storm out there towards Nova Scotia, as well as, you know, obviously the probability of, you know, the wind gusts getting well and actually in the hurricane force, believe it or not. Let me look at the European model. Obviously, I want to compare the two. I don't want to, obviously you can't just fully trust one. Here's the wind speed. This is the sustained winds according to this one. Yeah, Euro goes much lighter. Still those winds getting up in like the, you know, right around 40 knots or so, which would be kind of more lower end tropical storm force. Let's see here. What about the wind gusts with this one? So this one's still in knots. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the wind gusts, wow, that's crazy. Wind gusts are still up there right around like, let's see here, right up there. So the color table is right around 55 knots. That's right around 60 miles an hour. So we're still talking tropical storm force winds out there towards Nova Scotia. You know what? I might even have to make like an emergency update on this, guys. I'm probably going to target the thumbnail for later on to be up across Nova Scotia. That way we get some people out there to start tuning in. That way that they can be aware of the situation, because yeah, you know, we're really just starting to learn about this system. I've seen it before. I didn't really think much of it now, but now that it's been very consistent, actually, I was actually noticing this yesterday. I just didn't really think of anything. I thought it was just a little fluke between the models, but it looks like it's becoming a reality. So that's going to be a problem. And even out there towards, you know, like the coastal northeast, I mean, it could still have some serious impacts. Absolutely. Ragtie says like and share. Thank you so much, Ragtie. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, no, we're going to have to really watch this, guys, for sure. Let's see here. How's those temperatures going to be affected by this? Wow, temperatures are going to be pretty cold. Oh, look at that. Big cold front rolls through here. This is for the right around the same time. Wow, dude, look at this. So, guys, right around the 20th, which is like 7 days away, which is a little far out, but the ECMWF here is showing some temperatures like in the teens, the 20s, in some areas in the single digits maybe. Right around the time the cyclone happens. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so we'll definitely have to look out there for that. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, the pressure, it gets down really low too, according to both of these models. You know, not just the European, but also the GFS. Yeah, European shows like 988 millibars at that point. Meanwhile, while the GFS shows like 977 millibars. Like, that is a really strong low-pressure system, you know, overall. Yeah, anytime you have the pressure down that low, it's pretty strong. Let's see here. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, once again, guys, if y'all have any friends out like towards Nova Scotia, I would definitely advise them on that probability there, because, yeah, this is going to be a problem, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a problem out there. So yeah, we'll have to definitely just continue monitoring that. And you know, once again, guys, like I was talking about, that's actually this guy. Hold on, we're gonna turn off these real quickly. Yeah, we don't want those. We got some buoy data coming through. Actually, speaking of buoy data, with the wind gusts and stuff, it's actually been very, very windy out there. Let's see here. Oh wow, that goes way back. Yeah, so right around 3:30, right 3:35. This was just like 10 minutes ago. those winds were up to 46. That's odd. We have 46 viewers right now, and the winds were up to 46 miles an hour. So 1 mile an hour per viewer. So you guys count as a mile an hour here. But no, you can see how they gotten up in the 50s even out of those, out of those buoys out there. It's been a little gusty out there towards Florida too. Yeah, it's definitely been a little gusty. I can obviously tell you that because it is a little breezy out today out here. Let's see here. Wade says, just got back. Sorry if I missed this. What do I think the storm will do in Maine? So Wade, like I said, there is obviously a lot of support with that system that we were watching overall. But there is still a lot of unknowns, right? So there is still a lot of things we don't know. We got to watch it, though. I mean, it really looks like there could be a good amount of rain potential, maybe even a little bit of winter weather following that. As you can see, Maine up there starts as rain and then kind of maybe turns into wintry precipitation as that cold air backs down. Winds are probably going to get pretty windy out there. I could definitely tell you that one. Let's see here. United States, we'll do the Northeast here. Yeah, so as the system rolls through here, it looks like those winds are... Let's see here. Yeah, it seems like the winds are the heaviest on the eastern side, according to GFS here. But you're still going to probably be seeing those wind gusts, maybe up to like 30, 40 miles an hour, I'd say. It's a good possibility. Let's see, European model, on the other hand... Yeah, European actually shows them a little heavier out there towards you. Between like 30 and, I'd say 35, 40. Actually, no, between 30 and 40, sorry. What's up, Logan? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But, yeah, I mean, we have a potential significant storm on our hands, y'all. This is going to be a bit problematic. And like I said, y'all, if you live out there towards Nova Scotia, obviously heads up to you because, it really looks like you guys are going to get impacted pretty heavily. Let's see, do I even have a view out there? Hold on a minute. I need to select a region here. Here, let me just restart this here then. Start off with the GFS. We'll do, let's see, I don't know if I do or not, Nova Scotia. I wish there was a way I could look it up. Let's see here, North America maybe. That's just all of North America. I don't want to do all that. That'd be a little hard to tell. Hold on a minute. Bear with me, y'all. There's New Zealand. That doesn't really help. Tropical Atlantic. But it's definitely not in Europe. North America. Maybe Canada? Maybe Quebec, maybe? Hold on, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that might be the best map we have out there towards you guys. Let's see, but we're going to pull up those winds. So wind gusts here. So yeah, there's Nova Scotia there. And when it comes to it, wow. You are kidding. Oh, wait, that's kilometers for an hour. Dude, that gave me a heart attack. Hold on. Because it was actually showing, before we were looking at knots, right? It was showing like 140 knots. I was like, wait, what? But no, it's kilometers an hour, which that's a lot different. But still, that's very heavy winds. Yeah, 140 kilometer an hour winds out there, that could be a problem too. And like I said, guys, I mean, this is for the 18th. I mean, this about like 4.5 days out, and it's been pretty consistent too. Yeah, right there. That's going to be something we need to really look for, guys. Let's compare that to the European, actually. Yep, there you go. European model showing that too. So yeah, it looks like it's going to definitely get very windy out there. Let's see. What about precipitation? So this is in millimeters, guys. Oh, wow. Hold on. We're going to have to switch this. Who was the one that was saying they were in Maine? Was it... Wade, are you still here? Because if you're still here, I need to show you something, actually. Let's see. Is there one? There we go. Maine. Perfect. So this is in inches, by the way. So as you can see, there's projections. This is a GFS model. And this is actually showing us getting between like 1 and 2 inches out there, possibly rainfall. See, ECMWF, yeah, the European model, wow. Yeah, the Euro, look at that, the European model shows like between 2 and 3 inches. 2 and 3 inches of rain out there. So that would be pretty, let's see, are you guys in a big drought out there? Yeah, you're not in a drought. That's good. Yeah, you guys are fine. You're not in any shade of yellow or red. So, yeah, those yellow and red areas, guys, those are all where the droughts are at right now. But, yeah, the northeast isn't really... See, is it snowing? Yeah, it's snowing out there towards, let's see, Vermont right now. Got a little bit of snow out there towards Vermont. Let's actually look at that. I want to see the accumulations on that. Because, yeah, we were actually looking at that here yesterday. I believe last night when we were live. See, Carissa says with the storm and the cold front, see, could some of those areas experience ice storm? Carissa, you know, honestly, though, it probably can't be pushed out of the question, but it doesn't really seem like it's an issue right now. There is a really sharp temperature change, though, with that system, it looks like. Anyways, but yeah, let's go take a look at the snowfall forecast overall. Let's see here. Wow, it hardly looks like even any accumulation is going to happen. Let's see. Are the temperatures too warm or something? Yeah, no, that's what it is, actually. That's what it is. Temperatures are definitely they're above freezing, so that's going to prevent any of that stuff from accumulating. Which, I mean, yeah, you can see on the overall accumulation map here. Yeah, there's just a little bit of traces there, nothing crazy. What about the Northwest? Yeah, Northwest still getting battered out there. You guys are getting a lot of snow out there towards the upper elevations of Oregon, especially Washington State. Oregon, not so much, but yeah, more of Washington State. Some areas over, you can see that 12-foot line is where that red is, and there's a little bit of spots of localized red, so. Just talked to someone from Vermont. Gotcha. Yeah, but we'll have to watch out there for possible winter weather on that too. You know, that would even spark up probably a significant snowstorm for eastern Canada. Let's see, do I not have a view in Canada? Guess I don't. So we'll just hop back to this one then. See, GFS, Canada, Quebec. Here we go. Precipitation type. There you are. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So we got, wow, look at that. So for the 17th, that's actually that system. That's that one system driving up a lot of snow up there towards Canada. And of course, yeah, we got this guy. Wow. Holy cow, dude. That is pretty crazy. Look at that thing. GFS shows 969 millibars. That is a really solid low pressure. What's up, Prox? Hope you're doing good. Hope everything is good with you. But so we're definitely going to need to watch out for this. Like I said, obviously, if you know anybody out there towards Nova Scotia, guys, please give them a heads up, because I think this is going to be a problem. You know, because like I said, both the GFS and the European model support this. Like, that's pretty crazy. Let's see here. We're going to hop back US and Northeast here. Yeah, we're going to go back to the winds. Yeah, the winds, I think the winds is going to be the main problem. You know, bringing out winds, rip currents, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna hop over here to back to Canada here for a minute. Let's see here, Ontario. That way it gives us that view of the Northeast. Wait, no, not Ontario. Sorry, Quebec. That's what I want to look at. Ooh. Canada, Quebec. Here we go. Perfect. So yeah, that gives us a good view of the Northeast and Eastern Canada out of the system. But like I was showing, yeah, look at that. A lot of really nasty winds out there. So this is in kilometers an hour, which let me grab a conversion on my other monitor real quickly. See here, kilometers an hour. Let's see. So, yeah, so you see how it shows like that kind of, was like grayish white kind of. So that's in this part of the color table. So between like 124 and 132. Let's do 124. That's 77 mile an hour wind gust, which that marks it over hurricane force. Yeah, hurricane force winds is 75 and above miles an hour, which this is 77. So we're talking possible hurricane force wind gusts out there towards Nova Scotia. Let's see, that's GFS European model. See here, Euro is showing that really dark red, so right between like 100, right around 100 actually, which is like 62 mile an hour wind gust. So yeah, there's still a bit of a little bit of disagreement on that. Let's see here, yeah, just a little bit of disagreement. So about a 10 mile an hour difference though, which isn't too crazy, but yeah, both scenarios really do show a pretty nasty amount of that activity here. Let's see here. What else can we look? Snow depth. I'm curious to see what this is going to show. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Before we look at that, we need to do snowfall. That's what we need to look for. Wow, dude. Holy cow. Are you guys seeing this? Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on a minute, y'all. Did you guys just see what I saw? We are going to hop our way up there. Where's Maine? Where you at, Maine? I know you're around here somewhere. So there's Montana, Michigan. There you go. Maine. Perfect. It's showing like almost near a foot of snow out of that burst. Let's see. What about GFS? Shows it more to the west. I don't know any other models. I don't think EPS... Yeah, EPS is another one. Why does it have it just like slowly accumulating over the days? I don't know if I trust that model overall. Let's see here. Ice Nados is ragtime. I don't know if ice is going to be a problem. I don't think so. Let's see, what about this model? Yeah, this one doesn't go out as far, unfortunately. It looks like that snow's going to start for like the afternoon of the 18th, guys. So if you live out there, like maybe towards northern Maine, it could be a possibility. Which, I mean, that is about like, what, 4 or 5 days away from now. Will this be the last storm for the season? No, probably not. There's going to be a lot of storms following this season. What do you mean for the season there, Rain? Do you mean like tropical related? Because this is not a tropical storm. This is not a tropical system. This is subtropical. But even then, we still have Couple weeks left. Hurricane season doesn't end until like the 30th. The 30th it ends. In which, yeah, we still have ourselves, a couple weeks to go. Just a little bit longer to go there. Let's see. Bear with me for a second, y'all. Okay. Interesting. But like I said, y'all, if you guys are just joining us, we're going to change the subject for a minute. So the Hurricane Center, like I said, we talked about this here. The Hurricane Center overall gave us a 70% chance. A 70% chance of overall formation here. So they increased it quite drastically. So we're now in a high risk for development. That's over the next 7 days. For the next 2 days, next 48 hours, let's see here. Yeah, so the next 48 hours, we're talking basically 0% chance. Because obviously, we're not expecting that to really kick off out there. Nothing in the East Pacific, nothing in the Central Pacific. So, yeah, this is the only storm we got going on there. But we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Because probability has definitely been increasing over the last little bit. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. But like I said, y'all, if at any point you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we'll be here for y'all. Keep you guys informed with all that's going on here. Let's go and hop our way back over here to the full screen here of the models, and we'll look back at the U.S. view. So let's see here. So the main immediate concerns regarding weather is across the southeast right now. That's where all the impacts are happening at right now in the moment. So obviously, if you live out there towards the southeast, this is what you need to be looking out for the next couple of days, really. The next big thing, it looks like a little bit of snow. It's going to pop off here for the upper northwest, out there towards like Idaho, Montana, between the 15th and 16th. Then we get a low pressure system that develops across the, let's see here. Oh, that quickly diminishes. High pressure rolls through. Here we go. So yeah, then the cold front sparks from that. Oh, wow. Proxy, are you still here? Because if you are, this might even be able to drive a little bit of rain out there towards you. Let's see here. Let's look at that, actually. See what's going on in that realm. Let's see here. USA, United States, and we're going to hop out there towards, let's see here. See, does Ohio have one? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see here. Wind gusts. This is in knots, so we'll convert it for... Okay, so yeah, proxy. It looks like it could get pretty windy for you on the 17th. So, proxy, look out there for the 17th, because it looks like those wind gusts could be like over 30 miles, over like 30, 35 miles an hour. Oh, I'm not even lined up there. Hold on a minute. Looks a little funky right now. There we go. So, yeah, no, it looks like it could be getting up right around 30, 35 miles an hour out there. Let's see here. What about precipitation-wise? Yeah, it looks like a little bit of rain could be out there, too. Let's see. How much are we talking, though? Yeah, not really too much. About a little more than a half an inch, it looks like. Let's see, the European model, even less. Okay, so we have probably not too much rain on it. It looks like mostly a wind event out there towards like Ohio. So that is interesting, very, very interesting. Also, temperatures. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to more of like the NAM view. There we go. Okay, so that's in the mid-range, though. Yeah, it really doesn't go out too far, like to what the GFS and all does. Let's see here. What about GFS here? Let me get that cold front. Oh, there you go. Wow, you can really see that cold front. Look at that, guys. You see that? Big old cold front rolls through. What, this is like... What time of day is this, too? This is like... Yeah, this is like afternoon, evening time. Let's see here. What will southern Indiana be like? Let's see here. Let's look out there towards Indiana. So you said southern India, so right in here. Okay, so when it comes to like the winds and stuff like that, let's see. It's probably going to get pretty gusty out there for you too, actually. Yeah, look at that. So you see that big jet right there? That's a knot. So that's showing winds like right around like 20 to 30 knots, basically. So winds will probably be gusting up to around right around 35 miles an hour, more than likely. That's for like the morning of the 17th overall. Let's see here. What about... Let's see here. What about... We're actually going to hop back to precipitation type. Here we go. Yeah, no, you're probably not going to get anything really heavy rain related, so it probably won't rain too much out there. Probably just a little bit of precipitation, probably nothing too crazy on it, but yeah, your main concern out there is probably regarding the winds, it seems. Yeah, it's probably going to get a little windy out there across the Ohio Valley. Big pressure changes. That's what's coming up here. A lot of big pressure changes, between those lows and those highs that are popping off through the country. That's what you get in a typical pattern like we're going into now. So, pretty stormy, it seems. Definitely pretty stormy, it seems. But, all right. Well, guys, I think we are probably going to go ahead and roll off here pretty soon. Yeah, we've been live over an hour now. Plus, like I said, we're going to go live again tonight around 8:30. So, about 4.5 hours again, we'll be live again for y'all. In order to give y'all more updates on the new model runs that come through. Like I said, I just wanted to go live here early, or for this live stream, to give you guys more of a little bit of an update. What's going on, and of course, we'll give you guys another update for some of the people who were not able to make it to, or for this live stream, I should say. So there'll be another chance for you guys to join us later on. Let's see, it's gonna hit our southwest Pennsylvania border with West Virginia. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, especially with the winds. I think that's the problem. It's the winds, for sure. Let's see. GFS and yeah, it looks like it's really a lot of the plains in the Midwest and then the Ohio Valley and Northeast. It's going to be getting pretty windy for these areas, actually. Most of those regions is going to be experiencing some form of windy conditions through some of the days, throughout the next couple of days, I should say. But anyways. But all right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and roll off here for now. I appreciate all of y'all for joining us. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Once again, we'll go live again later today, though, at 8:30. So set your alarms, set your timers or whatever. Also, you guys can hit the notification button, that little bell icon. I'm sure you guys probably heard of it before. Go ahead and turn on the bell icon. That way you guys get notified when we do go live, and all of that. Let's see. Ragtie says, thank you, Andrew. See you later tonight because you're the best. I appreciate that, Ragtie. And, yep, we'll see you later on tonight. But, all right, guys. Well, y'all take care. We love y'all. Please be safe out there. And we'll catch you guys later on. All right, y'all. See you then.